ABC6 Storm Tracker weather with meteorologist Bill Guile. Brought to you by the Preserve Sporting Club and Resort.
Good evening, everyone. And there's only two storm systems affecting the continental U.S. right now, and that one in California and the one that we are dealing with right at this very moment. And it's only going to be for a few hours longer. Temperature today topped off with a high of 47 degrees, so a little below average. We had a pretty decent day during the daylight hours, but then the clouds quickly came in this evening. Rain got underway, and so far we've had just over a third of an inch of rainfall in Providence. So yeah, we're going to add a little bit more in the next couple of hours, and it's still standing at 40 degrees right now, the dew point 39, so the air's saturated. Of course, it is raining. The wind is out of the southeast, a warm wind direction. It's going to become more southwesterly as we go through the overnight hours tonight, and that's going to bring in milder temperatures. So these numbers that you're seeing right now are actually going to slowly be rising towards daybreak. It's already 49 degrees down in Westerly, 50 in Groton, New London, Connecticut. So with the wind direction coming out of the southerly area, we are certainly going to start warming things up as we head towards daybreak. And look at the air off to our west. It's 60 in Pittsburgh, Columbus, Ohio as well. So we're going to get a little piece of this, not going to see 60, but we are going to be making our way into the low 50s for tomorrow midday. And then it starts to cool off into the afternoon as the winds kick in. And then just like the past several storms have gone, low pressure races off to our north, and when it goes by, we get into some rather windy conditions. So that's going to be the case again for tomorrow and Monday as well. So here's how it all plays out. You can see the frontal system sliding on through during the course of the midday hours. And when that happens, that's when our temperatures start to go down, but the wind gusts get even stronger. We're talking 35, 40 miles per hour at times. And then we'll see our temperatures falling back through the 40s. And then we go into Monday, and it is still quite blustery around here, but turning much colder. I mean, we're talking about highs on Monday afternoon, only going to be in the low 40s, and with those winds still gusting to 35 miles an hour, it'll create a wind chill. All right, little winter terms here. That's going to make it feel like upper 20s and low 30s. So, yep, going to need that winter jacket heading off to work or to school Monday morning for sure. Plenty of sunshine coming our way on Tuesday. Will be just a little less cold, and that'll be the trend as we go through the entire upcoming week. For the most part, we'll stay dry with the moderating temperatures as we head towards the end of the week, although by that point in time, there'll be another threat of some rain coming in. All right, so here's what we're dealing with as we go through the overnight. Look, most of the activity is going to be pushing off to our east between 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and certainly by 3, 4 a.m., we're done with it. And just the leftover cloudiness right around daybreak in the morning. But notice our temperatures already in the upper 40s at that point, low 50s down along the south coast. We'll see a fair amount of sunshine through the midday hours and into the early afternoon, but clouds will start building again right around that lunchtime hour. And there could be an isolated shower. Now, this particular model says it's going to happen down in Worcester County. Every time Washington County. But every time the model updates, it puts it in a different spot. The idea is it's going to be scattered, strictly hit or miss, and fairly brief, so there's not going to be much from it. But we do start getting colder in the afternoon, temperatures going down into the 40s. Waking up Monday morning, certainly a chilly start to the day, low 30s, the breeze still blowing, and as we get into the afternoon, look at that, I mean, low 40s for highs. So like I said, it'll feel like it's down into the upper 20s and low 30s with those winds still gusting to 35. Rain amounts that we're going to deal with through the overnight, about a ½ inch in general for most of the region. But here's a look at the winds as we go into tomorrow afternoon, gusting 35 to 40 miles an hour throughout the region. And it'll still be the same story on Monday, but with the colder air in place. Again, highs only in the low 40s. So yeah, certainly we're talking about wind chills. Hey, if you've got some yard work to do because of all the leaves coming down, the wind is not going to help you over the next couple of days, but it will. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, things get much quieter. You notice the trend is starting upward for temperatures until we head towards the end of the week and towards next weekend. We'll get back to the 50s, but a look at the caveat there. Showers coming in for Friday and Saturday.